Thing is, I'm going to want the chute to go up. I'll pop you there for now. Right, what do I need to pop on you? No. Wrench and 2 steel sheets. Perfect. Welding torch and 2 steel sheets. There we go. Now, I could... Oh, that's going to be a little bit annoying, but whatever. I honestly could turn it to face this direction. I'm not going to have a door there, I've decided, so I could just rotate that around. We'll want a chute coming in from that side. Chute going up on that side. Should be relatively easy to do. Going to want to run power to it though, and also data in this particular instance. So now the nice thing about this is that I do not require how do I get power out from over there? That's going to be a bit of an awkward one, isn't it? There's a lot going on back there now. Bleh. It might honest. Oh, this sucks, but it might actually be easier to bring the power down from all the way over there. Man, that sucks. Yeah, that most certainly does suck. Actually, I can probably run it this way. Don't worry about my health or anything. As always, your health is a resource, and if you're not spending it, you're wasting it. Right. Jump back on. Good enough. Gonna need quite a bit of pipe for this, I think. Don't know why I did that. Okay. Right. That pipe... Yeah, I may as well move these around for quickly. How does one remove these? Oh, it is. I will never stop being surprised by that. There we go. And dunk, dunk. Issue here is that does actually lead out if I put the that section on it. So instead, it might actually be better to just have a full ladder. But that just looks so wrong. So I'm going to just say it's going to just have to be this little hatch. Womp. Yeah, kind of less ideal than I would have liked, but it will have to do. Though I do notice at this point that is now going to intersect, so... I get you? I can. Good. That will be there. Oh, wow, you're already spinning up. I'll turn you off for a second because you consume a fair bit of power, don't you? Base power usage is 300, but I have no idea how much it'll pull at any other time, but we'll see. I'm having to make so many little adjustments to all of this. Oh, that's a good point, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can definitely do that and save a pipe. That one I can't put 3. Yoink. Now, what I want is the... pipe that's back there. That one, getting there is now a bit of an issue. If I clad that wall, I have clad that wall, so I could technically go in from up here. Let's do it. This is up to this point just regular pipe. I should go and get some. You know what? Let's go and quickly refresh my hydration. Stop that error. Gonna need some regular pipes with me. Not gonna need those ladders. Drop those off. Gonna need a bunch of chutes. But let's go and hydrate. Hydrate before we dehydrate. I do much prefer the color in here now that I switched that over to grey instead of white. It is so much less eye glaring. So much less eye glaring. Getting a little bit low on the CO2 though. That's a bit of a problem. I could release some of the CO2 in this
jetpack critical.
Very briefly. Okay, that is way less than brief. I've released a lot of CO2 in here. Okay, that's great. Super great. Wow. Not what I wanted. Okay, let's hope that that fills up a little bit. Okay, 10 mole now. It's 4% CO2. Yeah, I should have done that via this and been much more careful about it. That's on me. Okay, we've still got a little bit of juice in it, but I'm going to need more. Okay, let's get back up. Are you growing soybeans here in your greenhouse? Not yet. This is a brutal start, so I didn't start with soybeans, and I haven't built a trader yet, so that's kind of what we're aiming towards, but it's taking a little bit more time. Oh, wait. Are there shoots back? I think there are shoots back here. Bugger. Gonna have to cycle back in. Oh. Never mind. I'm making things up, apparently. Okay. Shoot. Make me as many of those as you can. I'm going to want to paint this, so let's get you the right color. That'll do. You can just print as many as you're able to. Ah, I forgot it was a brutal start you're doing. Yeah, it's easy to forget. Okay. Right, so what we're going to want over here is to ensure that it is temperature controlled up to this point. But then because that's going to be sealed in, it doesn't need to be temperature controlled from there. That can just be regular gas. Now, effectively... Oh. Before we do anything. Yeah, I need to build the walls before I hook that up. Otherwise, big problem. Big, gigantic, huge problem. It would immediately vent the waste pipe. So we will not. We will pop that down. Big, gigantic, huge. Pop you there. Don't need them for now. And then I'll just hook that up when we're ready. That would have been super bad. Oh, that pipe is going that way. It irritates me so much. Actually, yeah, I'm going to need the insulator pipes up there as well. In that case, 5 would be enough, I think. It'll do. Is that disconnected? It is. Unfortunately, that is not. So, no, I can't use 5 on there. You might be wondering, what's the point of painting it if it's indoors? There is actually a point to it. And that point is that once you get up to Mason scanners, you'll see the color of the pipes through the walls as well. And so it is actually very useful to have them colored correctly. There you go. Right, that pipe's not ideal. Not ideal, but we'll live with it for now. Right, so when I hook that up, that becomes a linked system, and anything in here will be subject to the effect that we have on the waste gases, and that is that this system is basically sucking things out, which is exactly what we want. Now that up there, is it plastic or is it steel? It is steel. Dunk. Same down here. Dunk. I mean, I guess I could. I could just have flat walls inside. Maybe, actually. In that case, though, let's rotate it So it's always pointing out. Let's go with just a pure flat wall, though. Oops. That's wrong. There we go. And then on the front, it would need to be a... I need to put the chutes in first, but then I just need a kit window. Should be the last flat wall I need. Yeah, I try to build... realistic is a very big stretch, but I try to build somewhat sensibly with this sort of stuff. So I have like maintenance areas underground. Seems to make sense. Let's eject the iron. I need a good couple more. Come on. There we go. That should be enough for now. Over here, I'm going to want a regular kit wall. Yeah, just one. And I'm going to need one glass. If I want it to be double glazed, then I'm going to need two, technically. Noted, yeah. And I don't see a reason not to make it double glazed. There's not really any benefit, I'm going to be honest. I'm fairly certain kit wall. Let's pause that out of there for a second. Flat wall. There's 300 kPa. Glass. Okay. Do I want to color this in? And if I do, what color? I think we'll go with grey. Okay. Pop those over there for now. So first and foremost, I want the chutes in. Now, question is, can I make this happen correctly? I want a corner going up. Looks like I can. Correct. And the same on this side. I don't see any particular reason to not have both sides coming up in the same sort of area. So, this chute will come up a little bit more. That should basically spit out into this area. The recycler. Has an output a little bit further back. It's okay though. Do I want an inlet here? I don't need an inlet here at all. Oh, wait. I want something a little bit different over on this side. Because I want to be able to put in ores. Now, if you put an ore into a recycler, you'll only get 50% of the ore out, I believe. I believe that's the case. I have to turn my... Oh, no, we got light. I want a junction going down. Yep. That should work. Would putting a one-way valve after the vent be a good idea to prevent a possible back pressure from other parts of the system and to prevent all of the pipe being evacuated should a window break? Or you have to open it up for maintenance? That's actually a really solid suggestion, Sweet Orange Bunny, and a stellar use of the backseat pass. Because that was a complete oversight on my part. Yes, you are absolutely right. Give this person a cookie. Thank you, Leafin. Cookie deployed. They're drowning in cookies now. I like that pipe being cheap, so we're going to remove this. And instead, I'm going to have pointing down. I want one way. Going that way. And that can now go in place. Dunk. It's currently closed. All is well. Perfection. Right. I mean, having it there would arguably make more sense. And over here kind of looks a little out of place. Yeah, okay. If I'm not willing to do it and make sure it looks good, then what is even the point? There we go. Currently locked. But even if it's open, doesn't matter. Gas can only flow in one direction. Honestly, maybe having even a back pressure regulator wouldn't be a bad call to make sure it gets pulled out of here. But that should happen here anyway. It should. The opportune word there. Right, I would like to briefly remove this so I can get in there and properly put that up and then this up. There we go. Pop that down. Pop that down. We're going to paint grey. Grey, grey. I'll allow the top and bottom to be white. Glass. Oh no, we did bring in glass. That's fine. Connect. Right. I want a window. Getting you. It's going to be a case of hunting the magic pixel. There, somewhere. Where are you? Magic pixel and it exists here, I know. Saw it very briefly. I've lost it. My lord, why? Why are you so hard to deal with like this? Come on. Oh, really? Where's that? What? You got... oh. Gotcha. Gotcha. Now, double glaze. There we go. Now, the question is, do I always want it to be turned on, actually? I mean, if I have it always turned on, it is actually going to be a little bit easier, but it will drink power. Does anyone happen to know how much power this consumes when it's running? As opposed to like idle or anything like that? Because if it's only like 100, I can live with that. It's if it's like 350 or something, then I care. I mean, being always turns on sounds exhausting, Aavak. I don't know. Skill issue, Leafin. You need to work on your endurance. I recommend a daily regimen of edging. I'm frankly surprised that Noin hasn't already trained you properly, but you know what? I will forgive him this small fault in an otherwise exemplary record. Poison BL. Like, why? Aavak, don't encourage. I can and I will. Okay. We're gonna need... But yeah, does anyone happen to know how much power this pulls? Oh wait, there we are. We could probably go and have a quick nom while we're considering. Also, actually, at this point, I should probably start taking stuff out to recycle. Yeah, this stream is after dark for Aavak. Yeah, exactly. I'm past the 10 o'clock watershed. I'm safe. The rest of you aren't. In fact, your safety is inverse to how safe I am past the 10 o'clock watershed. You can go as well. Want one potato? Robo Skyrat, the electric centrifuge. I'm wondering how much power it pulls when it's running, as opposed to any other time. Like if it's just on but idle. I love how the microwave turns it from soup into baked potato. Yeah. This is a super advanced microwave. Right, we can head back out. Potato doing well, though. I need to do so much in here, by the way. There's, like, the whole systems need to be torn out. It's all soup in your tummy. Well, not in your tummy. Unless you're including the entirety of your intestinal tract. In that case, okay, fair enough. I guess I could use the network analyzer to check that, though. I suppose. I also very clearly need a bigger battery. Like, so much. How much would that cost? Electrum silicon starlight. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I could get another kit battery, though. Could put it over here, perhaps. It's kind of messing with things then. And before anyone says, well, you can stack them on top of each other now. Refuse. Okay. Well, that's not happening then. Hello, JTC, sorry, JT Cranmer. How you doing? Alright. Now, I'll be able to throw things in there and it'll go into the recycler. I'm going to need to wire you up. It'll be easier to wire you up from below. Look. As I can see very clearly where the wiring needs to go. I can bring... You know what? Sure. Let's just try this. Let's remove that. Let's remove this. I'm going to curse myself for that. Let's turn you on. And let's just find out. Just 100 watts. Is that all it ever needs? Because if all this takes is 100 watts, I am A-okay with that. I think that may be all it pulls. There we go. Everything hooked up. Now, sadly, I need to find the bloody magic pixel again. It has to be the inside one. All I'm going to find is the outside one, isn't it? Probably, yeah. So, in that case... So I'm simply going to pull it off. Saw you. Where are you? Oh, it's the light. That light is worrying me. It's the battery for my grinder. Oh. Do I need to double glaze it? No. Do I want to? Yes. Lift. Oh. Where are you? It's here somewhere. Come on. Don't force me to pull my Cintiq down so I can use the pen instead of the mouse. I swear there is a pixel. A single one. It was easier. Oh, it was easier on this side, I think. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to need some chips to run this, but effectively I'm going to want two things. One that reads the lever, and one that reads the error. If it errors out, it should eject, and if the lever should just control the open slot. What do you build? Perfect. Oh. I don't need any pipes for a bit, so let's pop those back. Hey, Arturian, feel better soon. Oh, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. I do feel a bit better, to be fair. Sometimes I think I just need to give my brain something to work on that isn't just in my own thoughts. Well, we're going to need a bunch of cables, no matter what, so let's get those printed first. Go ahead and work on that. Batteries are charging nicely. Let's update my tool batteries, though. I use the grinder very seldomly. It does not need a stronger tool than that. Arc welder probably does need a bit of a... Oh, actually doesn't need that much of a recharge, if I'm honest. Kind of surprised. Drill? No. You do. Okay. The labeler may be running out of juice? Oh yeah, it is. Very much is. Again, a very seldom used tool, so I don't need to worry about giving it a big battery, I don't think. Oh, that should be good enough. Let's get those. Now, IO. Logic. Gonna need 4 of these, I think. That's 40 watts, but And this will give me everything I need to control the centrifuge, basically. Goodbye. That should start off gassing at this point. So, actually, no, it won't off. Well, no, it won't off gas currently, but it is time for me to open that up. Okay. So this system, I could put a switch here. Simple enough. Actually, let me pop down all of this circuitry first. I want a... Where's that cable going? I could easily bring it across. Logic reader here. Logic writer there. I don't need a batch writer. Logic reader. I'll pop it there, and a logic writer there. I know they're upside down, but I'm gonna live with it. Hopefully you can too. I do believe that wires can go through chutes, or maybe they cannot. No, they cannot. Big sadness. Okay. I have to run it this way then. Some things can run through other things, but not everything. So sometimes it's just a case of trial and error. Okay. Leave that on close. Actually, I could make that a lever to mirror this one. You know what? I do prefer that. Yeah, lever. Let's rotate it. So if that, yeah, I much prefer that. Jack Killer, thank you so much for the 33 months, mate. That is incredibly, incredibly kind. Now, one of the things I cannot see is how much stuff is in there. I just can't see it. I don't know if I should make a display for that or what, but right now, not what we're looking for. So, first logic reader. I want the in to be... Well, we're going to have to go through quite a few things here. The... Centrifuge variable will be error. I'm going to have to label these. Centrifuge error. Centrifuge lever. Right. In is the centrifuge. It's looking for the error variable. This in will be centrifuge error. Out will be the... let's go backwards. See if we can't find it that way. Centrifuge. The variable should be open. Let's turn that on. Dunk. And that. Open shouldn't be active. It should be still running. We can see that clearly. It's probably running at full speed at this point. I could even have a little display that would read that for me and tell me the RPM on it. I don't... this is already so much logic that I am disinclined to do so for now. Again, I want this base to be relatively low-tech. Alright, this one needs to find the lever. Variable is whether it's open or not. And this wants to look for centrifuge lever, which is this. Out will be the centrifuge. And the out variable will be open. Turn these both on. Dunk and dunk. So, if I do this, there we go. It should now pop things out. And what should happen is, although, well, this is overriding in a way. But if I close that now, oh, I thought it was going to wait, but apparently not. We'll see. I was hoping that the error would basically override this, but no. Okay, it's emptying some things out. And we've got some gold, we've got some copper, we've got some iron. All great. Pop that in here. I'll just pop that there for a moment. Now, if I load that back up, should start up again. Realistically, I could run this entire thing just off the level one. But this one will also, well, I guess they're overwriting each other, so maybe not. Because if that one starts trying to write close to this, that will also... yeah, I could make an or, I suppose. For now, I guess I could say that that is surplus to demand, and it kind of is, so let's just get rid of it. Yoink and yoink. I'll just run it off this. I think if I want that to have two controls, I really do need to make it an or, rather than just a... or an and, perhaps. How involved is that? Again, I don't really want to get into this. Logic mirror. No. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary. I think it's better for me right now just to keep it simple. That's the whole idea of this starter base. Keep it simple. Why am I changing my mind now? There we go. This is good enough for me. Maybe having a reagent reader wouldn't be a terrible one. Simply because it would allow me to see if there was stuff ready to be emptied, but for now this will do. All right, so with that done, let's go and these are completely degassed, by the way. There are a few things that I want. Why is my character panting? Right, here we go. Hey, Mightians. Everyone can now shower me in adulations. Chat, you heard my... The showering may begin. Question is, what color is adulations? Chat, would you say adulations are golden? Would this showering of mine be a golden color? You've got to be careful what you ask for, you see, Mai. You need to be very specific. Right, walls is what we need. Hey, Yoshi Lab. How you feeling? Sheila wasn't feeling too good earlier. We suspect it might have been something we ate, or the fact that we ate sugar at all. Everything else seems okay in here. Okay. Let's go. Just checking in on your phone. That She-Lab for... No, but I don't want to worry you. She-Lab is a sneaky one. Okay. Oh, Peter Pete is watching Lady She-Lab's power wash video. Nice. Okay, let's go. Launch. Drink. Check the system. It's doing okay. Alright. Alright. Time to go and load some of the gases into the waste tank, I think. But also going to want some kit walls. I'm going to just let you print for a little while. Okay. So, first walls. Yes. Then we're going to rotate this. There. And... Actually, did we do that on this side? Yeah, sort of. How have we done the corners elsewhere? Just straight up plain corners, it seems. That's fine then. One, two, and finally... Oh, no, these need to be facing up. Not that it makes any difference for these ones, but I would prefer it if they were facing up. Okay, let's try and keep the pattern going the same way. Oh, that's plastic sheets for these. Okay, my little area now is contained, so I can happily pop stuff through that. Ah, the sun is too high. I want to run some things for this. Okay. Well, that's fine, though. Oh, wait. We're going to want an occupancy sensor as well. And then I've got the... all the gubbins to set the... I'm going to need plastic for this. The lights to turn on and off properly. Go ahead and make me some plastic sheets. We're not going to have enough to do the whole room. That's okay. Where were those? There we are. Sensor. And the 2 logic chips, actually. That works out really well in the end. Surprisingly. Alright, I think I'm heading out for now. Depending on how long this madman streams, I might be back. Make sure nothing goes boom while I am gone, chat. That is a very big responsibility to lay at chat's feet, Demi. Let's be very clear about this. That is a huge responsibility to lay at chat's feet. I'm not sure they're up to this. Logic writer. Oh, sorry, no, that should be logic. That's a logic mirror. Okay. Let's just do this. Logic reader. No, that is the wrong thing as well. Hello. Let's grab both of you. Fine, we'll put it down here. Logic reader. We'll pop that there. Batch writer. And the sensor, which will go up here. That is a switch, not a sensor. Occupancy sensor. That one's a little bit of a potch because I'm going to have to go round and down. But it's fine. The wiring on this side is going to be a little bit squiff, but again, it's fine. And then we also want a light on this side. Oh, I'm not going to have enough to finish that off. I'll get those set up in a bit. Actually, I can possibly go and grab the plastic that's being printed and maybe get 2 extra lights. I need a bunch more cabling too. But we're almost done with the atmospherics room proper. Then what remains is rejigging this room so its atmosphere is being controlled by the atmospherics room. Then the final part of the puzzle. Oh, damn it, I need more iron. Is to do the trading. We are going to get to that today, I think. Finally. Hey, Poopaloo. I got the funny number. Long have I waited. Thank you very much for the 69 months of support. Diolch yn fawr iawn. And Everdear, thank you very much for the 40. Have I swapped to Linux? I will be, basically. I know that Windows 10 ended yesterday, but yeah. I will be. I haven't done it yet, though. More than enough. And now I just want loads of cables. Crack on. Now, there are a few things that I'm going to need. I want 3 of these. Actually, that works. I want a mixer as well. What does a mixer come from? Kit gas mixer. And I'm going to need that too. I did not have much copper. Continue. Kit gas mixer. Got enough for one. Let's get that printed, please. I'm probably going to need a bunch of valves, actually. One-way valves. I'll just put that there. 3 of these. I can make exactly 3. It was preordained. Also, I do need to go on tea break. So, you know what? I need to be more careful with myself. Don't. Otherwise, Sheelab worries. You wouldn't want Sheelab to worry now, would you, chat? No, of course you wouldn't. You're a good chat. When you're not pretending to be a bad chat. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. I do not have any Kit Kats, and I would, I think, just melt internally. I would become inverted if I had any more sugar. Okay. Off goes the helmet. Off goes the main suit. Off goes the jetpack. Where potato? Out come potato. I shall feed and water myself before I go on tea break. The chat will eat the Kit Kat. I have no problem with more sugar. Fair enough. I'll bring a Kit Kat back for you, chat. Actually, better yet, Leafin will provide the Kit Kat. One for each chatter. Any failure in producing the requisite number of Kit Kats can be taken up with 9. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go on tea break. This is your chance to do the same. For those ad appreciators in chat, be aware, ads will be starting momentarily, so adjust your volume as is required. Where I will see you all very soon.